Now we see the largest land mammal on Earth, the African elephant. Female elephants live in large herds led by the eldest female, or the matriarch. Males usually live alone. Elephants eat for up to 14 hours a day on leaves, grass, and shoots. The savanna just abounds with wildlife. The trees and grass provide food for all. The giraffe is able to reach leaves higher than any animal could reach with its long neck and 18-inch long tongue. And its hairy lips and tongues help it to avoid the thorns. There are only 7 vertebrae in a giraffe's neck. They just have bigger vertebrae than our own, not more. As for the zebra, they only nip off the top bits of the grass, leaving the rest behind for antelopes and wildebeests. And the zebra's stripe pattern is like a human fingerprint. No two are exactly the same. And here we see the warthog. The warthog obviously gets its name from the wart-like bumps on the side of its face, the purpose of which is not yet determined. Despite being very adept diggers, the warthog doesn't dig its own burrows. Rather, it uses abandoned aardvark dens, and it feeds mainly on grass and herbs, not mainly on grubs. Here we see the world's fastest land mammal, the cheetah, or Acinonyx jubatus. Cheetahs can reach speeds of up to 70 miles per hour to catch animals like impala and gazelle. However, they're not able to go for long distances. If the chase lasts for more than a minute, the cheetah tires. Only half of their hunts end in success. However, cheetahs can't retract their claws because it acts like cleats. Here we see the lion, the king of beasts. The lion is the world's second largest cat, second only to the Siberian tiger. Lions once lived in the Americas, all of Africa, Europe, and Asia. But now, the only places to find wild lions are in Africa and the Gir forest in India. Of all the world's cats, lions are the only ones that live in large family groups called prides. A pride is made of 1 or 2 males, several lionesses, and their cubs, and they can reach in size of up to 30 members. In the wild, they hunt antelope, zebra, wildebeest, buffalo, and other large prey. And the lionesses do most of the hunting, and after a successful hunt, the male eats first. The male lion protects the pride's territory from trespassers like wanderer males. You see how this lion is moving his food to the side of its mouth? That's where its carnassial teeth are, because cats have carnassial teeth that move like scissors to slice meat into smaller bits. Lions sleep for up to 20 hours a day. A vast majority of their hunting is done at night, because their night vision is 7 times better than that of a human. And here we see the hippopotamus. The name hippopotamus comes from 2 Greek words meaning river horse, although studies have shown that hippos are actually more closely related to whales and dolphins. Hippos have large lower canine teeth used in combat against rivals and predators. Hippos can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes underwater. They're even able to sleep in the water, as they simply just raise their heads up to sniff, and they can even do it without waking up. Hippos spend all day in the water, and they go on shore at night to feed on grasses. And hippos are the only animals that can open their jaws to a full 180-degree angle. However, hippos can't fully float, so they mostly just use their feet to balance themselves in the water. Hippo calves are born underwater, so that means that a calf can swim almost as soon as it can walk. And here we see the African painted dog, one of the rarest carnivores in the world. Found on the savannas of sub-Saharan Africa, the painted dog is basically Africa's answer to the gray wolf. They live in large family packs led by a sisterhood, and they work together to bring down large prey. In the wild, they hunt antelope, wildebeest, and zebra foals, and 80% of their hunts end in success. And after a successful hunt, all the dogs who helped in the hunt will regurgitate meat to feed the pups. And the markings on a dog's coat are like those of a human fingerprint or a zebra's stripe pattern. No two are exactly the same. The African painted dog is an endangered species due to persecution from farmers and interactions with domestic dogs, which lead to disease such as distemper. And here we see Diceras bicornis, the black rhinoceros. Although its name does not come from the color of its hide, it's actually to differentiate it from the white rhino, because the white rhino's name comes from the Dutch word wijd, meaning wide, which refers to its mouth, which is designed for grazing. And by contrast, black rhinos have a hook-shaped upper lip meant for browsing. Rhinos have very poor eyesight, but it's more than made up for by great senses of hearing and smell. A rhino's horn is made out of keratin, the same substance that makes a human fingernail. And although they may appear slow, they can charge at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour and can turn on a dime. The black rhinoceros is critically endangered mainly due to poaching for its horns, which are believed to have medicinal properties. And here we see the Aardwolf. Now, despite its name, the Aardwolf is actually not a wolf. It's a species of hyena. But unlike spotted hyenas, aardwolves actually eat ants and termites. Despite this, however, they're still heavily persecuted by farmers.